Welcome, everybody. This is the Real Poker Girls of Las Vegas with Tatiana Fox on my right, Rebbecca Scales on my left, and I'm Lupe Soto. And we have a lot to talk about today. If you see our faces being a little bit like exhausted, it's because we are. This was one hell of a summer so far. We had ladies' weeks. It's not just 1 week anymore. And, event after event after event every single day. And yesterday was the very last closer event, and it was a whopper. I think we could talk about all of the different events. I don't think anybody had a bad event.
No.
The numbers were records everywhere. Everybody had really good numbers. A lot of women that I thought the numbers were going to be down because of the amount of money that it was going to take to play all the different events this year. And that didn't even include any open events. That was just the ladies' events. And it was like close to $14,000 on a single bullet for every single ladies' event. So we kicked off our summer festival with the Golden Nugget, which was kind of cool. I wasn't there. I was so sad. I really wanted to be there because it's been a long time since we've been back there. And I had an out-of-town event that I had to do, and I couldn't get back in time. But they really came out for the Golden Nugget. And you know what I want to say, too, is that there are price points for everybody. Mm-hmm. We had all the way from $200 events to $2,500 entries.
Right.
That's crazy.
I was at the Golden Nugget.
You were?
For you.
Aw, thank you.
I did those interviews, and the guys that run it, what's his name, Jose?
Joel.
Garcia.
That's for those of you out there that don't know, that's
Garcia.
My last name.
He was really happy to be back working with you.
Yeah. And, I think a lot of the ladies that normally wouldn't play it said, oh, let's go, because they wanted to support that relationship again.
Yeah.
And I thought that was fantastic. And they played all the way down to the final three.
That's right.
And I think it was Ruth Hall, Tina Stafford, and the brand new girl. Let me see. I'm going to have to look up because, I don't have a brain these days. But
they said they had a great time.
Yes. Jessica Plusko. So they kind of divvied things up, and she took the Lips trophy as first place because, she was like, they were really supporting her very first time. She was so excited about winning it. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a good event. And the WPA were there, like Christina was there.
Yes. Christina from the WPA, I'm going to give a shout out to her because let me just tell you, that girl was everywhere. She was in charge of all the trophies and all that kind of stuff. So she was like at every event, dropping things off, making sure that all the final tables were celebrated. And of course, she was there representing me, which I really appreciated too, because I couldn't be there. I didn't have a clone. She was, close enough. She's brown.
Oh my God. Did you just say that?
Yes. She's a younger version of me.
Oh my God. OMG.
Hey, let me just say, it was really kind of funny this last summer too, because there were people that I haven't seen for many, many years, like 15 years sometimes. And some people who hadn't that now they're retired. They had to stop playing poker to raise kids and do all the kind of like life stuff. And now they're back. And I was like, man, where you been? And it was so much fun. And I felt like I always feel like it's a reunion, anytime we have a summer festival or because not only do the local women or even the United States women come, but internationally, they were showing up in droves. And there were women here that I had never seen before, It was so freaking cool. Yeah. So then after that, we moved right into the Venetian 800, which is always one of my favorites.
Right.
Every year we keep moving it up. I remember when it used to be 400. Then it went 500. Now it was 600. This year it was 800. I tell you, I think operators like to make me sweat. The guarantees and all that stuff. But it was pretty amazing. And our girl who won that, Amber, she's from the UK.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right? It was like, We had, let's see, out of all our events, I would say half of them were won by people who were international.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
It is, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was great because then they're going back. And, you know, I know I want to talk about all of our winners and everything, but I took 2 minutes yesterday. I got some phone calls. They're like, are you guys watching the main event? And I'm like, I don't have the ESPN, you know, at my house. And they were screenshotting. We had women who made final tables at our events. They were on ESPN on the main event feature tables wearing the lips glasses that we had.
That's amazing.
Yes, and
That's
WPA
hilarious.
hats.
That's at the main event.
At the main event feature tables.
Oh, wow. They already have feature tables? Like on day one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
awesome.
always run a feature table. Yeah.
They're
And
following
they're
it, yeah.
filming all the whole time.
Right, yeah.
Until we
That's
get all the way
awesome.
down. I know.
I was saying
like,
that's crazy too because I looked it up today. I don't know if you've looked at WSOP Live, their app that they have, but I was kind of like going through because they have the players listed that are still on, and so I went through and found like all the women that were on day one. It was about 3% of the field, so I'm hoping we can increase that by the time we get to the C flight.
You know what's interesting too
Yeah.
is that I find that women don't wait. Like, you know how a lot of people say, oh, I'm gonna reg day 4 or
Like
whatever.
Reg, yeah.
Yeah, or they don't.
Yeah.
They want to be right in it, and if they don't make it on that, they want to have an opportunity to do it again if they have the second bullet, you know, set aside. But I mean,
It's a
I
freeze
know
out.
that, huh?
It's a
freeze
freeze
out.
out.
Yeah, main event's freeze out. Obviously.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You're absolutely
the
right.
purest game.
But today I saw, you know, my buddy Tanya Baltazar. Shout out to her. She's playing the main event.
That's awesome.
I was so proud of her. This is like a bucket list item for her, and she got quad queens. So
Oh
she
my
doubled up.
gosh.
I know. I was like, oh,
That's
the bitch is
cool.
held up for you. Yay.
So for your event, somebody flop quads.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And your high roller event, they flop quads and they got beat by a straight flush.
Royal
Yes, a
flush.
royal
Was it,
flush.
it was a royal,
Royal
royal
flush.
flush, which is that's painful.
Yeah, there was
I
no
know, that
bad
was
beat
horrible.
jackpot.
Everybody,
I know.
well, everybody just feels bad for you, every player, no matter what.
Yeah.
You flop quads. I mean, nothing's going to change in that hand.
The
so.
entire room rushed over to the table to
I know.
watch that.
It was
'Cause
insane.
It was insane. Let's see, who else do we have? Oh, my national champion. It was Amy Hutling, and she's from Troy, Ohio. And I must say that she's not new to winning. Let's see. I think she either won at the Winter Festival. I know she won at least one event, but she cashed in like 3 of the events of the Winter Festival. So
Oh, wow.
she's on fire, and I was just really proud of her. That was a difficult final table too. There was a lot
Right.
of notables
Oh,
at
wow.
our championship, and I also want to say thank you to a lot of our women out here who are playing in the pro circuit. They still took time out of their crazy calendars during the World Series and all the other big events that are in town to come and support the women's games. And I really wanted to let you know I appreciate you very much. And granted, they were there for the high roller event too, but you know, they even came to the national championship, which is only a 360 buy-in. You know, but
Yeah, that's
I was
cool.
I was so proud of them. And of course, my bestie, SB Enriquez, flies in literally hours later, says, okay, I'm coming to support you, does not play tournaments ever, and joins us for the Omaha High-Low and freaking wins it.
I know, that was good. That was so cool.
I was like, yay! So now she has bookends. She has Lips Trophy she won about 10 years ago, and it was
That
also
one.
the Omaha. And again, she's not a tournament player at all. She's my mixed game bestie and in life too. But you know, she never plays tournaments. And she goes, okay, I'll play a tournament just for you, and then she wins it. She's got a lot of nerve.
That's funny.
Yeah. But this was a remarkable week. I know we're all exhausted. And I really want to say thank you to both of you guys, because you guys showed up big and put the media out there. Let
Thank
women
you.
know, you know, what was happening. And
Thank
not
you.
just put out media, but put out some phenomenal media. You guys
Oh, have you
rocked
seen it now?
Yes.
Because all week you're like, what are you doing? I go, editing a video. What are you doing? Filming an interview?
I know.
And you're like,
It was so bad. I feel really bad because I was literally going to bed, you know, maybe midnight, 1 o'clock every night, and then getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, getting things ready for that day's events. And this morning, I still got up at 6, but I didn't have anything to do.
Right?
So you caught
Well, I
on.
did, but I
Have
was
you
like,
seen the gazillions of articles
Oh,
Rebbecca wrote?
yes.
Like
It was
every
like,
day.
this is rock star quality. So if you guys need media, you want to talk to these girls right here because they can definitely show up for you. It was so amazing.
No, and thank you to all the ladies, especially like it sucks when you bust out third of a high roller event and then I'm in your face going, can I interview you? Or Rebbecca's there like, can I mic you? Okay, and we get that. But it also is cool for the other ladies to see how it really is, like, the real side of it.
Yeah.
And, maybe they're thinking about coming. And some of you guys said some really nice things about Lupe's event and how she runs it. And she really does put a lot of effort into it. Like she made snack bags. Like you're unbelievable. Like
Snack
goodie
bags,
bags, snack
swag.
bags, swag. And you know what? She freaking hand makes this stuff herself and prints these jackets herself at midnight.
There I was running home.
Weights whose size she needs for the final table. So, it's amazing what you do.
Well, thank you.
People need
I
to
think,
know.
though, that I believe that we need to set ourselves apart, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we want women to come and just not forget it. That not only do I expect that everybody's on their best behavior and being nice to one another, we know it isn't always the case, but, I want you to know that from the leadership and the organization as a whole, we want you to have an experience that's unforgettable in a positive way. And so, especially some of these women that were from Europe and stuff, they're
they were
like,
funny.
we've never had this before. This is really cool. You know? I was like, yeah, we do it a little bit different around here, so that was really special.
And the high roller, tell us your numbers. Did you make guarantee? Did you break records?
I know I say this very often, but when you're a player, you love the guarantees. I mean, the guarantees you expect to have them because that money is going to be there no matter who shows up, right? As an operator, totally different story. And because I'm a third-party operator, I'm not even the house, okay? I feel like I get in there and the anxiety goes until the second we hit it. And I don't care if it takes 10 minutes or a pre-registration or if it takes the last registration minute of the time to be able to make the guarantee. But our high roller not only smashed the guarantee, I think we had, I don't remember what it was, like 260,000 or something like that in our prize. Well, it was something ridiculous. And we like to brag a little bit by saying that we were the highest entries of the high rollers in town. We made it to 122, which is a record.
Oh, wow.
For a $2,500 buy-in. It's the largest so far. And now, granted, that'll be busted at some point in the future. But at that buy-in level, because we have had record numbers, of course, in a $1,000 buy-in or a $1,500 buy-in. But at the $2,500 level, that was it. Woohoo!
And congrats to you and Tommy.
Yes. And the Venetian has been so phenomenal. One of the other things is that they have cash games at the Venetian all the time, and you can watch the play on Venetian Poker Live on YouTube. And the only event that they live streamed the final table through the entire Deep Stacks Festival was the Lips High Roller. Woo-hoo.
That was cool.
It was very cool. It was. That's such a beautiful studio.
It really
Man,
is.
It's so nice.
It is world-class studio.
Absolutely.
And you said it's the only poker studio on the Strip?
Yeah, I mean, outside of like Poker Go, which is an actual, that's all they do. This is the only casino with a studio in it.
Yeah, in the poker room. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
And they planned it that way, and they were very meticulous, and they've got only the best in there. So, it's very good quality. You should watch it. And, I know that everybody's busy still, and the main event's going on right now and stuff, but if you could just take some time after this week and, grab yourself a little cocktail, sit out there and just watch the content. Because not only, like the interviews, find out who some of these women are, and the people who went really deep in different events around town. And then, of course, the high roller footage was really exceptional too. I loved every minute of it. It was like
we captured a few of them, so you got to know them. It was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we don't play it, because we rather tell the stories, because there's no one else there that cares.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And these women, just to be completely honest, and as into the other media, you should care, because these women are up and coming, and you're going to see one of them on that main event final table one day.
Yeah.
So you should care.
I'm crossing everything I have to be
Right.
able to see that one
Will this
day
be the year?
in my lifetime. I hope so,
Yeah.
because it's been a long, long time since that happened, and it's time. And that I think that every time a woman goes deep in one of those majors, it's a shining star for all women. Even if she doesn't make it all the way or doesn't make it, to the final table. But look at Kristen Foxen this year.
Kristen Foxen killed it. So did Michelle Chen.
Yeah, Michelle
Yeah.
Chen.
She did it in a mixed game, which is amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Being even less the field of even women in mixed games, it's amazing.
It is.
Caitlin Komeski.
Caitlin Komeski's having a standout year. Nancy is having a
Nancy,
Really good year.
yeah.
Nancy Birnbaum.
she's
Yeah.
having a huge year summer.
Yeah. I
Super
love it.
seniors, and then turned around and made your final table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I hardly get a moment to go into, actually, I don't think last year I even set foot at the World Series because I was so busy. This year I was able to carve out a little bit of time and come over and see the final table, the last, I think it was 3 people.
The ladies' championship.
The ladies WSOP championship. And I really felt like I needed to be there because, there was just so much controversy over Aubrey, and I needed to support her because there was an ugliness surrounding it that should not exist in our sport. And I feel that, when you throw crap at a target, 90% of the time you're just putting all that crap on yourself and you're showing us exactly who you are. And I took notes, man.
Right.
I was like, okay, I know who you are now. I know who you are. But just for the record, in the LIPS organization, we don't care. If you live your life as a woman, you are completely welcome. And it is not our business to say anything different. And I don't know. I want to applaud the World Series because they supported everything all the way through. They really gave her, the platform to have a successful day or week. And I'm just proud of that. I think that a lot of women came to her defense.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Including us.
Yes.
Me and Dad.
Yeah.
Well, it's so dumb. Like, who cares? Like, she's a poker player and she's got whatever she has on her government papers that qualified her for that event at the $1,000 buy-in, and it's no one else's business.
You're right. Exactly.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Like, so it's just like people should just think things through before they plaster it all over the internet because it's there forever. And people are screenshotting and taking receipts.
Yeah. I know I did. I made notes. I was like, this is unacceptable. And if I run into them, I'm going to let them know.
Right?
It just isn't. But congratulations to them. That was such a
She got
tough
second
fight.
place, didn't she?
Yeah, she got
second place.
Yeah.
And what's her name again? Chen? The girl who won.
Sky.
Sky. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sky.
Sky.
Right? Sky Chen.
And
Yeah,
tell
that
us
was-
about her.
Well, that was just really interesting because that was her first tournament. It was WSOP ladies event.
yeah.
And she was there on the weekend, from what I understand, because her friend was playing a mahjong tournament. And she just was like, I've always seen it on ESPN. I want to
Okay,
throw
so
my hand
what's
in
that?
it. Mahjong?
Yeah.
It's a tile game, like a
Like
it's,
like
it's,
dominoes?
it's a strategy game.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
it's just poker's a strategy game too.
Mhm.
It's a
mind
strategy
sport.
game. Yeah, it's a mind sport.
It literally
exactly.
is
Chess.
in the IMSA.
Yeah, so it just kind of shows that those transferable skills, like
Mhm.
because I feel like a lot of women this year that advanced weren't our traditional, what we would consider our pros or our poker players.
I know, huh?
Yeah, a lot of
Like
transferable
the familiar
skills.
names, a lot of them.
Yeah,
Wasn't there? This was just an exceptional year for that. I
right.
agree. So cool. Also, my event and the high roller.
Your event. So the,
Mhm.
the girl that came in second, she said to call her Jenny. So that's what we're going to call her.
Okay. Because her name is like Unjun or
Yeah,
something
like that.
It's very difficult.
She goes by Jenny. And so by the way, she was a ray of sunshine. She was singing and she was just so much fun. She was fun to watch. And she was just was having the time of her life. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? She just really enjoyed it. And she also does not have a huge poker background or a huge Hendon mob or anything like that. And she was playing against Beast. She had JJ Lou in there.
I know. And Nancy and
right.
It was a tough,
Nancy. It was tough.
And how cute was JJ Lou's outfit?
Oh my gosh, head to toe sparkle. I don't even know.
It's like a disco ball.
You just never. That's the best thing is you never know what look JJ's coming with ever.
Right. I personally can't wait for her to walk through the door.
Absolutely.
It's what do we got today? And she stands out, and I love it. I love everything about it, and she's such an amazing player.
She is. Gosh. And she's humble and just sweet.
Yes.
And just a nice person.
Very kind to everybody. But, if you're in a hand against her, you look like she can eat you alive. She's
Absolutely.
I'll stay away from you at the cards.
Right.
But embrace her everywhere else because she's a phenomenal person. We're very lucky to have her.
Right. And then the winner of your high roller, she was actually a pro from Russia.
Yes.
Which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also, she lives in Brazil.
She lives in Brazil, yeah.
And she says she follows poker, and poker's in Brazil there's a big women's market.
Yeah,
in Brazil. Yeah. So I love that. I think that we probably could learn from that. How many women that are out there playing. But
she was so nice.
She was.
Yeah.
She was.
She said she was very excited. It's one of her biggest scores. She's had a similar one, but this one meant a lot to her because it was here in Vegas and stuff.
Yeah. Imagine traveling in from another country, and battling at what I would call a pretty big event. I don't play $2,500 events, so, and then to have that kind of success and recognition, that was awesome.
But it's good to know you offer satellites online and you offered them at the Venetian before the event.
Yes.
For next year.
Yes. And you can always, he always runs at least 2 and he guarantees 3 seats at every single one of those.
Yeah.
So, for a $300 buy-in, you can win your seat. And that's the way to do it. I just wish that women would really take advantage of these bankroll builders and stuff like that online, because if you have the opportunity to do it for a couple of hours at your house, to be able to put your bankroll away so that you could come to some of these events and do it over a year span, you're going to have the money that you need to make the trip and take your hotel and all your transportation plus your buy-in. So, I know you people are pretty fierce. They are. We've got some amazing women that are out there playing. So, and a lot of people just don't have a poker room close to them.
Yeah.
They live somewhere that, the closest room might be 2 hours away. Or longer, So I strongly recommend that you join our group. The Lips group has a relationship with bluffers, and there's bankroll builders every single day, and satellites for all of our events. And the next one that's coming up is the Florida State Ladies Poker Championship at Best Bet at the end of the month.
Wow!
Yeah, it's a 4-day. We have 3 days that are really around the festival, which is the roundup, which is a warm-up event. It's only like $150. And then we have our Florida State Championship. And then on the 3rd day, we invite the boys in and we do our kings and queens. And we have a trophy for our last woman standing and our last man standing. But also the very first day, which is Thursday night, we host a satellite for WPT for women to qualify to get into the main of the WPT that comes to Best Bet later in the year. So, we want to not only have fun stuff for us, but we want to see you guys excel, get to that next level, go and compete at the big levels. And you could do it on the cheap and a satellite, so that's why we include that. And Linda Johnson and Jan Fisher are our hosts for that celebration. And they're always fun. They do a complimentary seminar for everybody. And if you haven't been to Best Bet before, you need to come, because Deborah Giardina, Jesse Hollander, the whole crew over there, they are phenomenal. And they spoil us. They do all kinds of cool little things for the ladies. And they always have like a spread, for our seminar and
fun.
stuff. It's really cool.
Let's talk about WPT for a second, or at least WPT Gold. What was up with those trucks driving down the strip? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know,
I
but I
don't.
saw banners everywhere too on buildings.
So it's got to be AI, but I'm assuming they had to get their permission. So it's Doug Polk, Phil Ivey, and Rampage, I believe, that are in stripper outfits, and they drove down the strip as an ad for WPT. And then I saw WPT this morning tweet say, like, we don't have anything to do with us because it's licensed. And then they wrote back, "You're not my daddy." So I was like, what is going on? Like, seriously,
Wow.
what is going on? Yeah, they drove down the strip in those box trucks.
Okay, the ones that advertise
They
stuff.
advertise, and it's them on the side, and they're dressed as strippers with just like, I don't know, like nothing
Things.
on. Yes,
Okay.
nothing
Oh my
on.
gosh.
It was and I was like, what is going on?
Why did I miss that? That would have been hilarious. I'd have
I will send you. I'll send you all the things.
the strip.
Oh
I don't know.
God.
I think there's definitely the whole, the WSOP/WPT, battle going on for dominance here in Vegas. They both are monsters. We got
Right.
the WSOP in the summer and you got the WPT in the winter. So I could see that happening. I think that, I don't know, are those people WPT pros or anything? No, huh?
Phil Ivey.
Phil Ivey is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Doug Polk maybe their room is. I think
Yeah.
Rampage is too, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're ambassadors of
They're
the brand.
ambassadors. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ambassadors for
pros.
them.
Nice.
So yeah. I'm going to send it to you. You're going to get quite a kick out of it.
And
I can't wait.
congratulations to Grinder, Michael Mizraki,
Oh, yeah. You got
who
another
is the
bracelet.
Venetian Poker Room Ambassador.
Right?
And he won another number 9.
Yeah. Number 9 bracelet in
Yeah.
PLO. Right?
No, yes, PLO. Yes,
Mhm.
it was.
Yeah.
The
That's
10K
pretty
PLO.
impressive. He's
So
such a beast.
he got his
That
bracelet
guy-
today.
Does not ever go off of, he's always on all cylinders. I never see him chill.
He's fun. He's a good guy. He's actually got a really good heart. He's a good person. And his whole family was in town. So that was a lot of fun. So we had a great time.
Yeah,
Really
you got
happy
to be
for
in the
him.
photo. I saw that.
Oh my God, they cut me out.
They
I'm
cut you out.
like, half my face is in the photo on the side.
Oh, you should have went right in the middle.
I know,
girl.
and I
it's
even-
like, hey,
Do
girl
you know
here
how-
going in.
Do you know how crazy that is to
No.
be in his photo? You can't
Mhm.
even imagine the chaos.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't even know what was happening. If his friend Ramel, shout out to Ramel, didn't grab me and say, "Come with me," and put me in the front row next to him, I wouldn't have been in the photo again.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I've missed many.
I've seen so many of these
Yeah.
for WPT. So.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I miss? I miss the arena style seating that we used
Yes,
to
I
have.
did miss that.
I mean, it's really difficult.
You can't
to ju-
see.
Well, not only can
No.
you not see, but you can't. There's no place to rest, and those go for hours.
yeah.
And if you want to rail somebody or sit there for a final table, that could be hours,
Yeah.
and there's nowhere to sit. And I don't know how I wound up confiscating a chair from somebody. I did.
And you scored a cowboy hat
And a
too.
cowboy hat. And somebody had left their cowboy hat behind it. And I asked the girl, she says, "Yeah, that's mine." I was like, "Okay." And then she left. And I was like,
So
"Well, I guess I got a
Lupe-
purple cowboy hat."
Lupe inherited a purple cowboy hat.
I did. It was a lot of fun.
That's fun.
I also have to say that for the first time in eons, I really like the WSOP swag. Their
Oh,
stores have cool WSOP
They had
gear.
some designer that came on Instagram. I can't remember his name.
JH. I don't know who
Yeah.
that stands for, but
And
I know
he-
I'm not really thrilled when they put a designer's like initials or something
Yeah, but
prominently
he
on
was
something.
brought into design a line and he made it all cool and trendy.
I dig it. And it's vintage. A lot of the stuff that they have up there has that old Vegas feel.
Right.
So the only sad part for me is that the only time I would really buy WSOP swag, because it's expensive, was in clearance after the WSOP
Right.
was over.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
go over there and
Store.
get 70% off, la, la, la.
Yeah.
And then if you had a diamond card, you can get more off. Well, this time, no. That
You
store
did
is
not want-
open permanently. So they aren't going to have that. And probably occasionally there'll be something on clearance, but they aren't honoring the the diamond status. You don't get a discount. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Let's have a little chat about this situation in Vegas because I have been living on the Strip for 3.5 weeks now since I got here. So I have gone from the Flamingo to Caesar's Palace to the Aria to Caesar's Palace.
Oh, boy.
So I am very well in the know of what's going on out there with the tourists. And I have to say, we can do better.
We're nickel and diming every visitor to our
told
town.
her the whole time before she got here. So everybody says it's not true. It's not happening. There's no like short. I'm like, no, we
can do better.
Yeah,
and
it's
just
it's so expensive.
It's ridiculous.
SB came to go yesterday to watch the final table with us, right? And she was sitting there and okay, I'll tell you guys a story. I had Chinese food for everybody, right? But, it was getting later and who wants to leave Chinese food or any kind of food out? You want it to go. So I called my daughter, said, come pick it up. Then SB shows up and she goes, where's the Chinese food? And then I felt bad. I said, okay, well, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday, S. And so I said, go ahead and just, order some. She goes, okay, I'll get a salad. Like, okay. $28 for a little salad. $28.
And look, I don't like to talk shit about Vegas because I freaking love this town with all my heart. Like, I was born in Australia, but I'll die in Vegas. Mm-hmm. And I've always said that. But how are people supposed to come here and play and have fun when it's so crazy? Like, you check into a hotel. I checked in for 9 nights to Caesar's Palace. Mm-hmm. Yes, I did get a good rate. No, it wasn't all comped. But I had to leave a $900 USD deposit on top of the hold for the hotel.
Right. So you have to have plenty of space on a credit card just to be staying there as an authorized.
So it's like, what, guys, really? How am I supposed to play my stuff? Like, so it's sort of like, and then you've got water. You got to chase water around all day. It's like a whole thing to get free water. Like, you don't want to pay $10 for a Fuji or whatever. Like,
I think it's ridiculous. You're absolutely right.
And then this morning I had a toast with avocado and it was $24.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
So I was just and then tipping. So I'm thinking like if you're an international tourist, and the
conversion's horrible.
Yeah, you just can't do it. That's not feasible.
No.
So it's sad because we can do better and hopefully with the new ownership at Caesars, they do think that through.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think with everybody I do too. And fortunately, they are the kind of owners that really do think about things.
Well, they're from Vegas. They live here. Their kids go here. They're in this community. They understand it. They're not Wall Street.
Exactly.
They understand the city.
Major well, they are a major company.
But they understand the city. And there was nothing wrong. Like, Caesars was good when Bill Harrah's bought Caesars because he understood this city and how it works. This is a special city. This is not a city like anywhere else.
No.
There's not, and the way things work here is not like anywhere else either.
Nope.
And so you have to understand your locals. You've got to understand the people coming in. You have to appease both markets all the time. So.
Yeah. I know as a local, the only time we go to the Strip is when somebody's here in town visiting us.
What are you talking about? We spent the last month on the Strip.
Well, I was working though. We were working. But I mean, usually if I'm going to go game, it's not going to be on the Strip. It's going to be off Strip in one of the local casinos.
Yeah.
Or I do play. Our game is on the Strip. But it's just so expensive. And even parking.
Oh my gosh. Tad and I got lost in the parking garage at the Palazzo for a good, I don't even know how long, because there is no signage to get out of this place.
Yeah, and
like none.
I think SB and Mel also got
yes,
really
she lost her car too.
Like an hour later, we get a text saying, we found the car.
Right.
Yeah, we were roaming around in there for a while.
Oh my gosh.
Parking is insane. Just a little more signage would be helpful.
Yeah.
Apart from that, like I have to say the staff have been amazing. Shout out to the staff at Aria were incredible.
Okay.
The staff at Caesar's Palace as well, the girls there, the front desk and the Diamond Lounge, just amazing.
That's
just
wonderful.
So helpful. So they know that the staff will know there's issues and things and it's hard to get things done and resolved and, but they're all trying their hardest.
I agree. And I think that at that level,
Yeah.
we are getting exceptional service, right?
Yeah,
The people.
the people,
The relationships
great,
are wonderful. It's just the infrastructure in general that could use a good look-see,
Right.
I hope the people in charge anywhere are listening.
Absolutely.
But we want to bring people to our city.
Absolutely.
And we do. We invite people to our city, and sometimes it's hundreds at a time, to come. And that's saying something,
I have to say, I did see the penthouse at Palazzo. Oh my. That was something.
Rock star, huh?
Oh my.
I don't think there's a penthouse I haven't been in.
Really?
There are some that I haven't been in. But I've been in several. Back in the day, and this is going way back, but when online gaming was a big deal, all of the gaming operators would have lavish parties in all of these, like penthouse of this one, and blah blah blah, and all the things. I remember one time we had a foam party at the Palms in one of those little pools that are sitting on the cross. I was like, what is that stuff? And they're like, that's foam. I was like, it looked like whipped cream. and of course, there was some beautiful women in there and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, I tell you, if you'd put me in the tub, you get more real estate. But, they didn't listen to me. I don't know. It was terrible. But you guys, this is half of the year over. Half the year. We still have really great things coming up for the rest of the year. We have, of course, Best Bet coming up in Florida State. We got Aruba coming up. We've got the WPF Ladies Weekend in October, and that's going to be global around the country again. We have a lot of news around that. I'm moving the Winter Festival, and I think it's going to be at the Venetian. But I'm not saying that out loud. That'll be lovely. And, there's so much poker to be played right now. The WSOP Circuit Tour, if you look at that calendar, they literally have something somewhere every freaking week, somewhere, so make sure that you stay on top of that and go for those rings, go for that hardware. WPT's got some big changes coming up. We got to do a little, get-together thing, and they shared some of their vision. They're really going to be going after some television stuff. And that's really exciting because I think the more eyeballs that we have in the mainstream around our sport is helpful. Not everybody is able to get on television, and only the big dogs can do it, so I'm grateful for them. I just really bugged them and said, okay, we got to have ladies' night back.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because it's, we know that television viewers watch women play, so that's always a bonus.
And just to wrap this up, because it's Ladies Week, the most common question I get asked is, why have ladies events? So let's all each say why. For me, what I've seen, and from personal experience when I was starting out and new, especially for new ladies, they get a bit intimidated about an open field, and it sort of helps them acclimatize to more the poker procedures in an environment where they don't feel so much pressure to play perfectly by the house rules and the casino rules, and on top of that, play perfectly. Because as girls, we're kind of more, there's some mean girls too out there, but in general, more friendly to each other. And if we see someone like new, we help them out. So a lot of the new girls tell me they like it to try out a tournament. Perfect example this week, my friend Mel played her first ladies tournament and she had a lot of fun and she felt very comfortable. And then now she's out there and she says she loves open fields. So she figured out what she loves and doesn't love, and she's out there playing open fields now.
All right.
And
excellent.
That little tournament gave her the confidence. That was her first WSOP experience, which is scary as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that warm-up event helped her, and that was the warm-up ladies event that WSOP helped. So that's what I feel ladies events do for ladies.
Nice.
What do you think, Liv?
Me? Lord.
Let me go next.
Yeah, you go next.
Okay, because you're going to take my answer.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Go for it. Go for
no,
it.
I think for me, even because we do see some of the ladies show up, I think it's a sense of community. There's a sense of community, and there's something, and I think this can almost go back to the Aubrey thing. And this is not hating on men, but there is a difference when women are allowed to play in that space with women. There is a difference how they act at the table. There's a difference where they don't feel judged, like you were kind of saying, but judged not just like, sometimes judge can just be walking into a tournament room, but like just sitting down and they don't feel that pressure. And I think there's something very special about that because almost every woman that did the excerpt interview with Tat talked about it being a ladies' tournament and how special that is. Because it's not like anything else. Mm-hmm. You don't get that in an open field. You don't get that community. A lot of times they're a lot more quiet. They don't have that. And it's just, I mean, if you walk into a ladies' tournament, it's a totally different feeling.
Yeah, it definitely is. I know that I feel personally, it was my introduction in a festival, for a festival. I had played poker in regular card room, and I was one of the few women that played. And it was by accident I fell upon the California State Ladies Poker Championship at the Ocean's 11 in San Diego. And let me just tell you that changed my life. It really did, because there were women there all like me, playing, and some of them were really good and some of them were brand new like I was. And it was fun. Right. They not only were playing poker, but they were creating community, and they were creating an atmosphere of welcoming and joy, And I remember leaving that experience saying, I will be back here next year. There is no doubt. Whatever the dates are, I'm putting it on my calendar. And that is the goal for every Lips event, is for women to come in and experience that. Just meet new people, feel like it's a place for them, and that they can experience some joy and tough competition, because there is that too. Some days, you do really well, and some days you get it handed to you, right? But that's poker anywhere, at every level. And I also like that we have such a variety now of levels of skill. There are the bar leagues where women are playing. Then you have, the small little $100 buy-in tournaments and casinos and stuff. And then it's going on and on and on. Now we've got high rollers, right? And literally attracts every kind of woman. The only thing that's consistent is that we are women and we love this game. And if you take away everything else, we want that opportunity and we want that space in the industry. That's for us.
Also, let's hang on. There's another thing too that we bring that I don't think operators always think of, but we bring a market that they don't always get with like the typical grinder, because we are going to go to dinner. We are going to shop. We are going to go to the spa. We are going to do these things. We're going to be with our friends. And that's a whole other level that they get from women that they don't always get.
Not a lot of women do things alone either.
Exactly. They go in groups.
When we go to the restroom, do we ever go alone?
Nope.
No. Tet, come help me. I got to get my zipper down. Whatever.
Yeah.
Literally. And that was the back zipper, guys.
That's a true story.
But, it's true.
It wouldn't be the first time she was accused of it. It happened to her in Malta with me.
That's hilarious. But that is the kind of thing that happens as women do things socially together. I mean, there's even organizations around women, sports, the LPGA and all kinds of things, around women. We just have a sisterhood. And I love that we have that here in our own industry. And I encourage everybody, and I know if you have a bad experience or you got a bad beat or whatever, give it a try again. Go home, shake it off, try it again. Call me. I had somebody, I'm going to be honest with you, that was so excited about this series. She was calling me probably every two months or so through the last year and saying, what are the dates? She was kind of, planning her whole vacation. She had to take time off work and the whole thing. She got here and and I didn't see her. I was sad that I didn't see her, but I got him. I was scrolling and I saw a post from her and she said, you know what? I did not like it. I didn't like the series. I didn't like the ladies' events. People were mean, and my heart just got shattered. And it's so disappointing. Ladies or women or whatever you want to be called, I don't care. Be kind. Let the cards speak for your aggression and all those things. Let the cards do it. Don't let your mouth do it, because
Or your social media.
Yeah, or your social media, because those people aren't going to come back, and we
Right.
lose somebody. And without the numbers that we are gaining with, we don't have a voice in the industry. This is still a good old boys club,
Yep. We're
you
so
know.
niche.
So let's support one another, please. I really, really, really encourage you to make a poker bestie, and even, you know, there's power in numbers. If you are by yourself, it's harder than when you have a poker bestie with you and they got your back, right? If somebody's not ugly to you, they're going to take care of that.
Right.
You know,
And
for
I've
the most
made
part.
so many friends at these ladies' events, and I don't love them. I'm being honest too. I rather pervert dudes all day, right? And I love playing with boys. I think it's hilarious. And I grew up with boys, and I'm very comfortable in that environment. But I understand not all ladies are, and that's what they tell me.
Yeah.
They're scared.
Yeah.
And so it helps them ease into an open field.
Yeah.
And then to grow the sport, the only way to grow it is through women.
Plus, we support one another when we do
Absolutely.
well in an open event.
Yeah.
You know, we congratulate them, we celebrate them, we encourage them, we rail them, we do whatever we can, you know, to secure their success in the industry as a whole. I know that we could sit here and talk about this all day, because and we will talk again at some point about the women versus ladies title thing at the TDA. That was a discussion, but we'll go around that on our next episode and stuff. But which we'll leave with you guys. If you want to have a chime in about, should it be ladies events or should it be women's events or whatever, give us a shout, and we'll include that in our next topic. But you guys, happy summertime's over, or at least this summer part of it. I'm not playing the main event, never will. But, you know, for a lot of people, it's the end of their series in their summer.
Right.
And we just hope that you guys had a great one. And even if you couldn't make it out to Vegas, know that we missed you if you've been here before and you weren't here this time. And also, if you can make it a part of your poker plan for next year, we'd love to welcome you in and see you here. So on behalf of Rebbecca and Tat and myself, we are the Real Poker Girls of Las Vegas, and we'll see you next time.